Hey you guys, back at you with another video from the Gaming Kings 497 here, and today in this YouTube video we're going to be taking a look at the difference between the PS4 controller and the Xbox One controller. Today I have the PS4 controller in here. It has the 3.5mm headphone jack, a light bar on top and bottom, and it has no battery compartment. You just have to use a micro USB to charge back up. You got a share button on this, and it all depends on which one you prefer in the hand and which one feels the greatest. But yeah, like I said, no battery compartment on this one, but there is a light bar to manage in-game activity. Xbox One controller, this is the updated one, so it has a 3.5mm headphone jack along with a compartment for your batteries and AA's. You got a micro USB charging system, so you can use the batteries or the charging, your option, and a sync button, and flip it back over to the controller. I have a skin on mine just because I like it. It looks cool. You can do so also. And that's that. Again, it all depends on which one you prefer, which one feels best in hand, and which software you actually prefer. If you're preferring to use a PlayStation, then you obviously want to go to Sony software, and if you want to use an Xbox One controller, then you obviously want to go to Microsoft, the software there, because you are more into that or you're more into the other. Added touch bar in the middle, which allows you to touch the controller to do gestures on the PS4. If you're into that, you might want to get that, pick it up. But the PS4 controller does feel a lot slimmer in the hand than the Xbox One controller. The Xbox One controller just feels so much more bulky compared to the PS4 controller, but that's not a bad thing. Some people like the big feel of the Xbox One controller compared to the dainty little feel of the thin PS4 controller. I'm not saying that the plastic is thin by any means, but it is a smaller feel in the hand overall to the Xbox One controller, just because the home button on the Xbox One controller is a big reach compared to the PS4 controller home button or something like that. But I personally think that the Xbox One controller does feel slightly better in the hand. That's my personal preference. You guys may think that a PS4 controller feels slightly better because it's much smaller, but I don't like the smaller feel really. Either of these devices that you guys go with will be a great option. The Xbox One controller being priced at $59.99, as well with the PS4 controller. They are both priced at $59.99 if you wanted to buy another one. And well, if you get one of these systems, they do come inside the box, so you do not have to worry about that. Being said, depending on which controller you want, but if you go and get a PS4 controller, you will get that touch button on the controller, whereas the Xbox One controller does not have that. But you do get the AA batteries, which I think is a must, because what if you're on the run and you don't always have your cable with you, or you're taking your Xbox somewhere and you don't always have a cable with you? You can just pop in some batteries and you can go at any moment, whereas with the controller charging on the PS4 controller, you actually have to wait for it, but you can play and charge at the same time, which is great. I like that. Either of these controllers will be a great option, and you won't go wrong with either of these.